Welcome back to Soccer Gaming and welcome back to the Kansas City Royals Dynasty Rebuild. In this episode, we are going to be going basically through all of All-Star Week. We're going to be doing the draft, we're going to be doing the Home Run Derby, the All-Star Game, all of that stuff all wrapped into this video. Obviously, the draft is here, so it's a big deal, but I also want to cover some of the other things as well. Since we're having a great season, we could possibly be in the Home Run Derby, and we'll probably have a couple of All-Stars there as well. So if you guys like to watch that, stick around. Okay, I'm not sure you 100%. Draft day is in one day, right? Yeah, so it's tomorrow. So we'll go ahead and boom. Oh, they want us to pitch in this one, huh? Singer's got it. Told you he's got it. Okay, it's draft time. Let's jump into it. Again, I don't know who we're gonna draft, and so this could be something that's like, ooh, this is about a draft. I felt like early in the season, this was a really good draft class, but as we kind of kept going and stuff and kept, scouting people, I don't really see a lot of potential in this draft class. And if anything, the potential is in starting pitching. So we'll probably hit some starting pitching. I think we're to a point now where, yes, we want players that have a high potential, but we also want players that are pretty decent overall, because we're kind of we're getting ready to make that World Series push here in the next couple of years. So if we're wanting to kind of build on that, then we're like people like this that might be 22, but they're kind of already MLB ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some guys in here, and then we'll get to the draft. All right, I think we got who we want, so let's jump into it. We're not like looking at anybody that's like super high in the draft, just because I don't think we're gonna get, we're 15th pick, so I don't think we're gonna get anything that's like, too crazy. So we'll see who they pick with the first three. Paul Schnell, he might be good. I could see him being good. He's probably the best prospect, huh? Well, they have him ranked at number 1, so I could see it. Didn't even scout him. Steve Kazir. Did not scout him either. If they're like a top 5 pick, I didn't even scout him. Garrett Lowe. I did scout him. He looked pretty good. What was he? 18. Third baseman. Just don't really need a third baseman right now. So in this draft, I would like to get a second baseman, but there's only like a couple second basemans I'd actually get. I'm also looking basically as starting pitchers, and then a couple outfielders, and then first baseman kind of late in the draft just to pick them up, unless they get picked. Oh, Steve Blanco got picked. That's who fell off my thing. So kind of just, honestly, I don't think this draft is good. I doubt. I'm looking, and I don't really see anybody that's like a 93 or above, at least from what I'm looking at. Like, I think 93 is going to be pushing it. So I want to keep that in mind. Like, even this guy's probably a 90. He just got picked. Great. So yeah, I don't really see much in this draft, unfortunately, because we have 3 first-round picks. But I think we're just going to kind of pick with the future stats above average stats. Normally, we try to see if we can find the most above average stats. But I'll be honest with you, there's not a ton in this draft. Like, this guy has 3 of them: pitch velocity, walks, and stamina. And so, like this guy's got quite a bit reaction fielding, so he's not going to be a hitter, but he'll be a decent fielder. So it's kind of what we're looking at, is we're trying to find the best. Like here, like he's got, left field. He's got some blues, contact left for, it's good. So okay, we got the next pick. Okay, so Zambrano got picked. He was a guy that we really wanted. These top 3 guys are good. However, I think they're all pretty deep in the draft. This guy's intrigued me. The 95 potential. I think he'll be a 90 potential. Or 88 or 89.
I just don't like everyone I want to pick. Honestly, is late in the draft. Like, look at all these guys. 156, not ranked. 15 Infante. I guess I could pick Infante, but I don't really want to. He's the only closing pitcher I like. 99, like not ranked. 41, 139, 47. So I guess we go. Guess we got to go with Corey Cologne. I think he'll be close to a 90. I think he'll be an 89 or 90 when it comes to potential. Yeah, I think we go Corey Cologne here in the first round. Corey Cologne, welcome to the Royals. Now, again, as I said, it's like it's kind of bad to have 3 first-round picks this year because I don't feel like there's a lot of great top-end talent. So, kind of stinks to have, but I mean that's just how it works. It's just how it works out. You don't know. You just go out there and try to do your best. See where the cards fall. So, next one we're probably trying to get is pitcher. Ponce or Encarnacion or Bryant Wilson. Kind of see who's left if they get picked. Again, 68, 47 might get picked. 139. Like, these guys are a long way down. But I do like looking at this guy. 79 to 98 at 80% scouted. Tells me he's going to be 90 plus probably. This guy, 82 to 94, he's going to be like an 88, 89. And then this guy, same thing. Like, he's going to be at 88, 89, maybe 90. So these 3 pitchers are kind of where I'm sitting now. Again, second round, I have one there, and then I have one back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have a pick and then a pick 5 picks later. So I could kind of, it's going to be kind of tough. I'll probably go with whoever is the highest draft ranked. So I'll probably go with Encarnacion next, just because he's a higher draft rank. But I really want these 3 guys. But I doubt I get all 3. I bet I get 1. I bet I get 1. I might get 2. And there goes Encarnacion. So he's off the board. Yeah, 47. Kind of knew he would go. Hopefully we can make it out till the end. Whew. Oh, there went Infante, the closer we wanted. So Ponce and Bryant Wilson. Ponce is higher, so let's go with Ponce. Again, these are kind of the only 2 guys left that I'm like sure about. So let's go ahead, do Ponce, and then hopefully Wilson's there here in a second. But I think Ponce will be good. I think he's got some really good stuff. Taking kind of a look at him, he's got that cutter, slider, forkball, and changeup. I think the speeds could increase a little bit, but I think like this, like the above averages, I mean, they're worth, I guess. So we'll see. There's just not a lot of great talent, so I don't really feel like I'm missing out in this draft. I feel like no matter how I do in the draft, like it'll be fine because at least from what I've scouted, I haven't scouted much good talent in this draft. Prince Sanchez, what a name. This guy's pretty darn good. Maybe not once you start scouting him. His potential starts off at a 94. I bet he's like an 82, 83. It's kind of unfortunate. Okay, if we can make it to Bryant Wilson, he'll be our next one. And he does. So Bryant Wilson, you are the next roles. I really like the 4-seam and then the 2-seam slider change curveball. I really like those. I think those are going to be helpful. But again, like it's just there's not a lot of great talent in this draft. So kind of going based off of looking at potentials and overalls like combined and not necessarily picking who I think would be better long term. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? All right, so we're just going to sim through until our pick, and then we'll see who we have left over and kind of go from there. Been kind of looking at these first basemen, just kind of one-off things. Like this guy's going to be huge power. This guy's going to be huge contact. Also plays decent fielding. Looking at the reaction, a well above average is good. Or above average is good for reactions, for defense. The vision, discipline's all above average. So this guy, I think we'd probably go with McIntosh first. And I like his name, Keon McIntosh. That's an awesome name. So Keon McIntosh, welcome to the Royals. Okay, we'll just keep simming. Okay, and then we'll pick up Murdoch, and then we'll probably pick up Varese last, if he's still there. Don't mind that. He's a lefty. Round 3, so yeah, we could be able to pick up all these guys. So Murdoch is next. Marshall Murdoch, welcome to the Royals. Chad Thomas is last guy. Go ahead and pick him. Boom. Welcome to the Royals. And we're in round 5 and we're out of prospects. So I guess we just go through and look, start taking guesses on people or what. I'm not sure. Draft him. Let's go. Ramon Lopez, welcome to the Royals. I think he'll be 80 something, 88, maybe 89. He's 62%. I feel like his overall is going to be really low. To like the point where like it's almost pointless to draft him. Let's do it. That's it. Darren Bragnani, welcome to the Royals. And then I'll finish up the draft. Okay. Felt like we did good. I'm happy with it. I really am happy with it. I mean, I'm not happy with the players because like the players in general are just kind of bad, but I'm happy with the picks we got. Okay, the next thing is All-Star voting. Looks like we at least got one in. Bobby Witt. I thought we got first baseman in. Didn't we? Did I miss something? Or did we get beat out at the end there? Yeah, we did. Dang, by 2,000 votes. Bruh. Well, might not have got a starter, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. Sim this bad boy. We lost. Hate to see that. And then let's take a look at the home run derby. I don't think we have anybody in there, but we could. No, definitely do not. 35 home runs, 25. I don't even think we have a guy close to those. So we'll skip the home run derby. Let's see it. Let's see the lineups. Let's see how many we got in. I'm guessing 2. Witt and Paskey is who I'm guessing. Yep. Probably Witt and Paskey gets a start. Interesting. Yeah, so we got 2 in. I'm happy with that. 2 All-Stars in. I'm okay with that. So, obviously, whenever it's Bobby Witt's turn and Vinny Pasquantino's, we're heading with him.
Gotta love the All-Star festivities. Always a great show. We'll be back to get this thing started after this. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you the MLB All-Star Game. It's the National League All-Stars taking on the American League All-Stars. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Singy, always special when we get together to call the All-Star Game.
Well, we've done a lot of these together, and sometimes you come in and think, ho-hum, another year. But once you look and you see these All-Star players, their uniforms on, them interacting with one another, you realize just how special it is. It's going to be a great one tonight.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Coming up on the first pitch. And on the mound today, Christian Javier.
Well, Boog, every team in the league wants a pitcher like him because he's capable of controlling a full game. We've seen it before, and I don't think anyone in this booth would be surprised if he tossed a gem in this one. He usually gives his team a good chance to win.
Here's the short
there he is.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr. Hopefully he has better after All-Star break, because he's really struggled getting in the All-Star break.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Foul ball there. And a
no boy.
Right side, foul territory.
Oh, I missed it.
That will drop foul.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in.
All right, Bobby Witt.
The wide to kick the pitch.
Oh, get through. Let's go. A hit in the All-Star game. That's what I like to see.
So a runner aboard to start the inning. Vinny Pasquantino.
All right, Paskey's up, hitting .332 this year. What a madman. Oh, he stole that. Easy. Easy. The Bobby Witt still. He's just built different. All right. Vinny Pasquantino.
Wouldn't chase that time. No outs.
Damn. Jordan is nutty. Walked him. Wow.
Outside, and that is ball 4. So the batting order turns over. Bobby Witt Jr. getting ready to hit. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single.
Oh, I did not swing at that. You out of your damn mind.
And that's in AL/NL history to have
I did swing at that.
20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boo. The other player?
All right, Bobby Witt.
And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
Oh.
Fastball for
Scared of Pasky, huh? Oh, too late on it. There it is. Get out, ball.
curling down the line and foul.
And he's late on it.
Towards left center.
It's all right. Hey, we made it to the All-Star game. All right.
And makes the
Clubbing us right now.
Junior, 1 for 2.
Oh, Bobby. Oh, Bobby says, not today. I'm sneaking that cheese by a hungry rat. His first home run today. Let's see it. Got sneaky power. Definitely has sneaky power. Boop. Got him.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite.
Just got something different about him.
There are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably.
And Vinny's like, hey, I want to do that. And he's like, I want to do that. Watch out. Oh, I was just late on it. It's still carrying. Dang. I thought for a second I was gone too. Bobby's still in, no? We're like, hey, he's probably our best player right now. We should probably keep him in. Oh, boy. That swing says otherwise. Oh, boy. I mean, I would keep throwing it too. Interesting way to pitch. All right, Vinny. Come on, Vinny. Let's get your hit here. Run, Vinny. Oh, I'm so fast. Damn. 8-3. GG's. Well, we weren't able to get the win, but Bobby was able to hit a home run, so we'll take that. Bobby's hit 2 home runs? Sheesh. And he's not the player of the game for hitting 2 home runs. Wow. Interesting. And we lost All-Star game. All right. We'll take a look at our roster and see how everybody is doing halfway. Taking a look at the roster and seeing how we're doing. We're just going to go over the MLB. I'm going to cover the minor leagues once kind of the season's running down, and or September call-ups. I'll cover at least a few that I think we might move, but I don't want to go over all of the players and stuff because I've done that and I feel like those episodes are kind of dragged on. So I just want to kind of go over our starting MLB players and kind of go from there. So Cole Reagan's 369 at the All-Star break. Not awful. Obviously last year was much better, but 369 isn't bad, especially like what we're paying him on a $4 million contract right now and kind of what he's been able to do. I mean, nutty. Singer's been playing pretty good too. We gave him a contract last year, kind of, I felt like he deserved that. I think it was it $11 million a year? I think it was $11 million a year for 3 years. So we were able to bring him back, and he's not disappointing. 316 for him, 372 for Saval. He's cooling off. He was in the 2, so I'm not too worried about him. He really cooled off lately, so that kind of stinks, but I'm not too worried about him right now. Michael Lorenzen, 439, probably a guy we're going to move here towards All-Star break. We're at All-Star break, but we're probably going to move on from him and see if we can get somebody else to kind of fill in that role. Chris Bubich has been coming out of the bullpen, right? Yes, coming out of the bullpen this year, and he's not doing awful. I mean, the 568 is inflated, but I don't feel like he's doing that bad, but I guess looking at the numbers, he really is. So we might have to take a look at him and possibly being up like Soroka or Daniel Lynch or something and see if they can do. Daniel Lynch probably earns the spot over Bubic there. A lefty, Bubic is a lefty. It'd be nice to have both, but we'll have to make that decision here in a second. Asa Lacy, 402, not awful from a starter, especially since I believe it's his first full year. Yeah, it's his first full year, so he's been doing pretty good for us. He's had a couple of games where he's really shined, like complete games and stuff like that. Is there a complete game? No complete games. He was close one game. So yeah, we might have to make a little bit of tweaking there as far as that goes. And our guys down here are doing pretty good and growing as well. Relief pitching, Jorge Lopez doing it for us, 270 right now with the ERA, which is good, kind of what we expected from the last 2 years and what they've been. So glad he's doing his job. Dylan Tate has moved to the closer role, and we moved him there, and he's just been stellar for us. Looking at the pitch repertoire, I don't understand why, but looking at say his attributes, he's 96 pitching clutch, and he is every part of it. A 1.52 ERA, 22 saves, only one blown save since he became the closing pitcher. So he's doing pretty darn good for us. I'm excited for that change. John Schreiber doing pretty good himself, 0.90 in 20 innings. So he's pitched quite a few innings to have a 0 point anything at this point. Carlos Hernandez struggling, 605 for him. I feel like whenever he gets in, he gives up a home run, and then he kind of gets taken out, and that's kind of it. There's no bringing him back. 306 Loisiagna, believe his name. I know I struggle with it, but he's been pretty good for us again this year. Last year, he did really good for us. I mean, he killed it last year for us. 306 is not awful either, so nothing to scoff about as a relief role. And then James MacArthur, who got moved out. He had 10 saves, 6 blown saves, and after that, we were kind of like, okay, we got to find somebody else that could kind of come in and do a better job at closing games out. And ever since we went to Dylan Tate, we've done a lot better job closing those close games out. So that's good to see from him. And catchers, Fermin, 243, not awful. 274, Mitchell's really kind of been our shining star. He's since he came back from his injury, he's been playing very, very well for us. 274 for him. He's not really that flashy bat, but he gets on base, kind of like Fermin last year. Fermin wasn't that flashy bat, but he just seemed to get on base. And that's kind of really what we need. Yes, we love Salvi, and what Salvi's done, though, is unprecedented. What he can do and how many home runs he can hit and all that stuff is just unprecedented from a catcher. So, I mean, look at that hardware. So, I'm not expecting every catcher to come up to be Salvi. So, the fact that Blake Mitchell's hitting well is good enough for me. I don't know what it is, but 9.997 is pretty good in fielding. Happy about that. First baseman, Pasquantino has really been our MVP all year long. Look at those stats. He's just blowing up. 332. Last year he did good. 294 was great. But this year he is killing it. Pretty much already at his stats for last year. He's already got more stolen bases, less strikeouts. The walks are getting there. RBIs are close. Only 5 RBIs away and only 3 home runs away. Now, we're not really have him in the game for hitting home runs, but I mean, he's got almost 200 more at-bats to do, and what he's done throughout 300 of them, I like what we see there. Nick Prado finally getting a full year up in the pros, and he's done pretty darn good, too. 278 is not bad at all. Kind of happy about that. It's good to have a couple of people that can hit. Second baseman, Jonathan India, 273. I mean, it's kind of what we would have hoped from him after trading for him. Last year, he really struggled, 237. But he's kind of turned it around this year. He was a guy that I thought we were going to be trading for sure at the deadline. But now, with Massey struggling, he was struggling this year, and we sit him down. He's still struggling. It's kind of one of those things, well, we don't really have a replacement for him unless we go out and try to trade for one. Fajita hitting .306. Dang. Traded for him too. So we'll see what we do at second base. Third base is okay. Sato's been really kind of taking over that role. 276 for him as a rookie. Trying to get him the rookie of the year. So it's between him and McClelland. And I feel like Sato has just been definitely putting up more stats. So he's more likely to get Rookie of the Year for us in that extra draft pick. Michael Garcia has really struggled this year, something that we didn't really expect from him. He's kind of struggled, so it's just stuff is still going up, but I just don't feel it on the in the gameplay. So we'll have to see, because he was kind of one of our guys where we're like, yes, we got to have him, and Sato was going to come in as a batter, but Sato's really done well in the field. Say that 971 is not great, but I mean, it's not like he's making errors every single game. So shortstop, Bobby Witt, still don't understand the average. I mean, I guess everything else has been great. I mean, he's 99 overall. He's a good player. He just doesn't hit. I don't understand. Looks like he lost one on fielding. Yeah, I don't understand, to be honest with you. Don't really get why he's struggles. Then we got Brian McClendon, one of the rookies I was talking about, that we're hoping him and Sato are kind of battling it out for trying to get that Rookie of the Year award. And he's done okay, but just he's not there yet, He's just not there yet. He'll get there, though. 256 for him, 286 for Ozuna. Good to see him doing so well. Kind of signed him just hoping to get like a 260 and like maybe 30 home runs. He's not on pace for the home runs, but he's done pretty good on the average so far this year, and obviously he's not starting, so he just kind of gets filler time. Orlando Hernandez really kind of dropped off from last year, 281 last year, 248 so far this year. The home runs aren't there, RBIs aren't there, walks are okay, strikeouts are a little high, and then not as many stolen bases. So we'll see what the second half of the season kind of entails. He could catch hot like they did last year and just kind of take over. So it's not something that's out of the realm of abilities. And then Kyle Isbell's actually been really, really good lately for us. You can see he's on fire. He's hitting 305 for us. There was a point where he's hitting like 240 something, and we were going to trade him. But then again, he comes back and he's like, hey, I can still play. And then so now he hits 305 and I can't trade him. And then our right fielder, Gary Carpenter, just kind of down from last year, but not like crazy drop off for him. It's just kind of like, I guess, noticeable. So he's done okay. We're okay with what he's done so far. So that's where we're at All-Star break. Let's take a look at. I want to take a look at awards. I want to take a look at our top prospects because I think they changed now. Yeah. So Rob Sanchez is up there. Meza is up there. So we have 2 in the top 10. We used to have 2, 3 or 4 in the top 10. Diamondbacks got 1 and 2. I need to send these guys up. Ooh, 0.91. Yikes. And this guy's hitting 330 in AAA. But yeah, still 2 out of 10's not bad. Nick DeCosta's up there. DeVries. Still got a bunch of guys up there, so I'm not too worried about it. We did have Sato, McClendon both graduate. McClendon was the number 1 prospect, so he dropped off the list there. And then I wanted to take a look as well at the awards. Let's see where we're kind of at, if we're in the shot for any awards here. No Cy Young, no MVP. Last year we had Cy Young. Cole Reagans was kind of our guy for that, but he didn't end up getting it last year. So batting title, Pasquantino's up there. Golly, he's hitting 350 average, 35 home runs, 90 RBIs already. What a nutto. This dude is bonkers. That's absolutely bonkers. Whew. He's built different. That dude is 6'5", 225. Dude's a mammoth. Anyways, Pasquantino's on that list, so he could possibly squeak away with one here if he keeps that average high enough. Reliever of the year, Dylan Tate, going to try to take that. I bet by the end of the season, he does probably take that. Just a guess. Rookie of the year, Sato's in second. Which I guess I could understand why he's 11 home runs below. This guy stealing stuff or something? 8 stolen bases, 7 caught stealing. Oh, he's the same. That's awkward. So yeah, I think that's probably it. Oh, Lorenzen gonna try to win another Gold Glove. Might be in a couple of these. Bobby Witt Gold Glove. Might be a Bobby Witt Silver Slugger. Yep, that's it. So we have a few awards that we could possibly win, but I think that's gonna be kind of the it of it. I think that we're in a good position. We're 57 and 41, 1 game out of first place in the AL Central. But if I believe we are top of the wild card right now. But again, it just changes and quick, so drastically and quick. So I mean, I could lose my next game and then I'm in, out of the wild card. So wild card's nothing right now. We just got to make sure we win as many games as we possibly can, and hopefully just get the bye with the AL League Central. Hopefully take that over and just get the bye. But that being said, I think that's going to do it for us. 57-41, the record at the All-Star break. We will be doing, I believe, several trades the next episode, because there's a couple of guys I want to move on from, and there's a couple of positions that I really want to address and get some better movement there. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also feel free to hit that red subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any other Royals Dynasty rebuild, because next episode I think is going to be a good one. Till next time, Slacker out.